See, one of the most powerful person in the world is a black woman. The aura and the presence of a black woman is extremely powerful. As somebody who travels extensively, I've been in business since I was 19. Of course, doesn't mean I've had success all this time, but I've come to learn that when you're in Asian countries, you can see a pretty woman. But when you're in the presence of women of color, melanated women, it's the most powerful presence you can be under when she's operating, whether she's operating in a feminine way, she's being feminine and elegant. That's powerful. Remember the Bill Cosby show? Or whether she's being loud and ratchet. Remember Lil Kim, Eve, Queen Latifah? Powerful presence. Brandy, Monica, Whitney Houston, Anita Baker. Powerful. The black woman is one of the most powerful women there is in the world. You cannot compare it to her. Cannot. So what does that mean? It means that not every country is equal. We live in a time when the United States of America is the dominant country. It's Rome. That then means the African American woman is the most dominant and powerful woman. It means that whatever she does is going to be mimicked across the globe. So for me, if I'm an evil overload, like if I'm an evil overlord, right? All I gotta do is get to her, and it's gonna trickle down to all the melanated people, all the other black women who are powerful, Nigeria, UK, Africa, and then the other people will copy. You know what I mean? Like if you think about the concept of just twerking anyhow, that was really put on by black women. Loud, that's black women doing. Not just any black woman, because countries and ranking. The reason why the African American woman is the most powerful woman is because of the proximity to power. Egypt back in the day was the power, so all the women admired any Egyptian. Rome back in the day was a power source, so if you're from Rome, you're the power. Kind of like Britain colonized Africa, so a lot of black people wanted to be associated with London and Britain. So the association is, we're not trying to say the black woman is superior to the African woman on the continent. We're saying that because of where she is located, all these behavior traits, dancing, twerking, whatever, butt shaking, have been around. But get a black woman from the United States to do it, and then you're going to get a trend going. And that's the part. She has now been weaponized to bring about debauchery, debased culture. She can be powerful. She can make her man elevate. And whatever she does to her man in the US, other people want to mimic that. I don't need no man. You see Nigerian men, women trying to do the same thing. Sleep around anyhow, give birth anyhow, Pookie and Ray Ray. You can see the same character traits that are in the United States being copied on the continent because they see America as, the place, the spot, cultural leaders, just because America is like Rome, like it's the Egypt. Africans have their own, but because America exports Hollywood, entertainment, dance, so people mimic. Africa's not short of traditions and dances and moves. In the absence of Hollywood, if they did not have access to television, they'd be just fine as far as their own culture. But because of the access, the window to the United States, to Hollywood and film and television, in the same way you can see that a lot of Africans are copying Nigerian culture. like using Nigerian expressions because of Nollywood and Nigerian music. So people gravitate towards the country that's putting forth theater, entertainment, movies, and so forth. But for the sake of their argumentation, for the most part, America has been the dominant figure. So the black woman has been the tool to use. She's the most powerful black woman in the United States, but she's also the most toxic because through her, if you think about women saying, "I don't need a man," that's African American woman that been saying that. Man ain't shit. Maybe women would have said that in their own private quarters, but this came through Oprah Winfrey, Ricky Lake, Kendra G, Jerry Springer. You see, she's a tool, twerking, legging wearing, gym shorts wearing, tattoos, and now tattoos are a thing even on the continent. That was never a thing. You would never see a woman with tattoos. Bright collar hair, long fingernails. That's not an Asian woman that instigated that. That's an African American woman that instigated that. But of course, she was under the influence of some handler. So until black Americans in the United States change course to stop being used to cause chaos in the world, they can say, well, they don't have to copy us, but the BET awards, even the Stella awards, people are followers, especially women. So even men, of course, you look at the whole Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, that song, da 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 da. That song is worldwide. I've never liked that song, but that song, you just say da 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 da, everybody know what I'm talking about. Snoop Dogg, even Ice Cube. But I'm just focusing on the woman because the thing is, what the woman's cause is men not to marry, promiscuity up to the wazoo. Promiscuity is just been normalized, and I'm not saying that these things did not exist in African culture. I'm not trying to put the blame, but what I'm saying, the exports of Lil Kim, for instance, Lil Kim is a lyricist. I actually like Lil Kim, Lauren Hill flip. So the sad part is the most powerful woman on a global scale is a black woman. But the most powerful woman based on nation and close proximity to power is the African American woman. And she's been utilized to cause chaos. And she can't be told nothing. I got plenty of friends that are probably watching my channel. They know what I'm talking about. I told them they are very unruly, uncorporate, like uncorporate if I can't speak, hard headed, and they're being used to be, and somehow they've simmered into that mindset of being, I am what I am until they start to age out. But that type of compliance when you age is not genuine. It's survival. It's almost like when you're drowning now, you want to talk good. But the black woman has been manipulated to trick other black women to a life of misery because I'm telling you now, I've met some very beautiful black women, African American friends of mine that really should have been in relationships. But loud talking, disrespecting, can't be told nothing. And this is not me. I'm not trying to crap on anybody. I'm just pointing things out. Because whatever American women set as a standard, I'm talking about black women, not just anybody. American women, black women, it catches on. What's her name? Sexy Ray brought out that lip gloss thing. Everybody was talking about it. Booty hole brown, gonorrhea. What's her name? Is it Megan Silence says we don't need y'all. We don't need y'all. All that. Barack Obama's wife. Talk about y'all may need to do better. You see that black women are being used, African American, being used to just disturb the whole ecosystem of relationships and marriages, even as far as wherever black people reside, because they want to mimic. Because even men mimicking Ice Cube or Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg or Lil Wayne, it's not exactly advantageous for the community as a people, diaspora or on the continent. They can say, "Wow, why copy us?" But America is just standing. America is Rome. America is Egypt. Top dog, yeah. And movies and Hollywood, that gives us a gateway to everybody desires to have what they don't have. Like in my country, Zambia, people love South African culture because South Africa seems to be the money people, and Nigeria. When people are building their homes, they're like, "I like a Nigerian home." South Africa is seen. So we've always admired as a people, as a collective, as a people, we always admire something foreign. And America is being seen to be, especially in terms of movies, to be the top dog. Now, the black woman in the culture, unfortunately, is being used to do wicked things. You want to have characters that represent goodness because a lot of people, if I was to just, like, I got a daughter, if I was just, let's say I had multiple daughters and just let them mimic the black American woman, the average one, we will all go astray. I know there's selective individuals, but they don't get prominence because right now the black African woman is weaponized to destroy the whole world in a way because she's gonna be mimicked. Twerking anyhow, sticking the tongue out, loud, promiscuous, because it validates the bad behavior of the other cultures, suspending their own culture. Because some parents believe that from them to be modern, they need to let their children subscribe to a Western mindset. And the most readily available Western mindset is the American culture. And when they ingest that, the children are gone. You cannot teach them nothing. I said enough. Peace, love, and blessings.